9 main ingredients, 5 minutes of prep time, and 1 bowl is all you need to make these healthy oatmeal raisin cookies with a sneaky, cheeky ingredient, chickpeas. In case you haven't noticed, or if you're new around here, adding legumes into pretty much everything I eat these days has been my latest obsession, and it's been a good time. You know, we've done waffles, pizza crusts, blondies, and other fun stuff, and it's just been a hoot to experiment with legumes all the time. So today's no different. We're making healthy cookies with chickpeas, and if you guys like healthy, plant-based, high-protein, delicious recipes all the time, well, you should subscribe below for free because that's what I am all about. I'm Janelle, nice to meet you. Let's get into these healthy chickpea cookies, shall we? Before you even ask, no, these cookies do not taste like chickpeas. They are undetectable and it does not taste beany, okay? They're just delicious. They're soft, they're warm, they're tender, they're awesome, and I feel like they would make a great breakfast cookie. Just throwing that out there. So we're gonna be making these in a food processor, okay? Makes it so much easier to just whiz everything up in one bowl and plunk it onto a baking sheet, you know? All right, so the first and obviously main ingredient is chickpeas. I've got 1 cup of canned chickpeas. That means they're cooked. So if you don't do canned chickpeas, just cook them up yourself. You only need 1 cup. Followed by the wet ingredients. We've got a flax egg, which is a tablespoon of ground flax meal with 2.5 tablespoons of water. And then you let it soak for like 10 minutes. And then for our liquid sweetener, we're using 2.5 tablespoons of maple syrup. This adds just the right amount of sweetness. If you would rather use date syrup or agave, you could use those as well. We're gonna use cashew butter because I find this is the most neutral tasting nut butter out there. We're gonna use 2 tablespoons. We're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. We've also got some oat flour here, which is basically just ground up rolled oats. So if you don't have oat flour, just make it yourself. Just whiz it up in your blender. And in this little bowl here, I've got 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/8 teaspoon each of nutmeg and salt. I like to use a touch of plant-based protein powder in this recipe. This is sunflower seed protein powder. I know some people aren't huge fans of using protein powder in baked goods, which I totally respect. You can use more oat flour if protein powder is not your thing, but I really do like this brand. This is Sprout Living, and they have a few single ingredient protein powders like this sunflower seed protein, which is what I'm using today. It's super neutral tasting, and I like it a lot in baking. It doesn't really affect the flavor too much. That's all we're adding into the food processor for now, baby. So we're just gonna slap a lid on her, and we're just going to blend this up on high speed until we have a really smooth batter. Dough. I meant dough, not batter. The smoother your dough is, the less beany it tastes, because if there's like any chunks of chickpea left, you're more likely to taste them. I don't know the science, it just is how it is. Now here I have a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons, aka 6 tablespoons of rolled oats. We're gonna add in just 1/2 of them. We're gonna add in 1/2 because we just wanna pulse these ones in to the dough, just to add a little bit of texture, break them down slightly. Beautiful. Now you can remove the blade, and we're going to just add in those remaining rolled oats. And we've got raisins here, because you know, these are oatmeal raisin cookies. We're gonna add in 6 tablespoons of whatever raisins you like. And I'm just gonna save a few to put on top. Now just take a spoon or a spatula, and we're just going to manually stir those in by hand. I wouldn't recommend pulsing them because you don't really want to pulse the raisins up. You want them to stay nice and whole. All right, we've got a beauty batch of dough here. So now it is time to roll it out. Or I shouldn't say roll it out, scoop it out. I've just got, I think this is a 2 tablespoon size scoop. So we're just gonna take, you know, heaping scoops, you know, yay big, and plop them onto a parchment lined baking tray. And repeat. Now, these cookies will not flatten out when you bake them, okay? So what you gotta do is flatten them yourself before they go into the oven. And my tip for you is to slightly wet your hands, shake off pretty much all the excess water until they're just a little wet, little damp, and we're just going to just flatten them out with your hand. This will prevent your hand from sticking. You'll have to re-dampen your hands once or twice more. You can flatten them and really shape them however you want. Hey, not bad, right? Anywhere between like 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch, somewhere in that thickness is a-okay. Now, I saved those raisins, a few of them, just to add a few extra on top just for, you know, visual aesthetics. And it goes without saying, you guys, that if, you know, raisins aren't really your thing, I don't judge, that's fine. You can always make this a oatmeal chocolate chip recipe if you want to. Something else you could do is subscribe to Steamy Vegan below. Yeah, it's free to do so. Like I mentioned before, I do all sorts of healthy plant-based recipes. I like to make them high protein, high fiber, delicious, easy. It's what I'm all about. I post 2 to 3 videos a week. It is a good time around here, and I would just love to be your pal and help you live your happiest and plantiest life ever. So go ahead and do that, and hey, why not like this video for free as well? Thanks. We are going to bake these in the oven now for 13 to 15 minutes. I'd say 15 minutes tops. We just want the bottoms to be a little bit golden, and these should rise just ever so slightly. Bye-bye. And I know you were wondering if the cookie dough tastes good, you know, without baking it. Yes. Yes, it does. I would say if you want to just eat this as cookie dough, all the power to you. Just don't add baking powder. It's really good. Yoink! And just like that, we have cookies. See, the bottoms are just ever so slightly golden. Ow, that's hot. Ow, ow. And they have risen a little bit. So we'll let them just cool in the pan for like 3 minutes, and then we'll just transfer them to a cooling rack to, you know, cool. Oh, baby. It is time. Look at that beaut. Just like packed with raisins and oats. Oh my gosh. And they're soft. Oh, you want to see me rip that open, don't you? Ooh. That is a good cookie. It's soft, chewy, tender. Those juicy raisins are just so plump and delightful. You cannot taste chickpeas, like at all. This is such a good recipe, you guys. You need to make this. Man, it is crazy what you can do with a humble can of chickpeas. If you guys want more chickpea recipes that are sweet and desserty, check out my chickpea blondies. Those just went up on the channel recently. Or why not check out my lentil waffles? Those are also really good and really popular. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, I love you. Don't forget to subscribe below. It's free. I'm here for you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see ya in another video real soon. Bye. Raisins get so much hate. And you know what? They're an underappreciated dried fruit. Long live the raisin.